Are you looking for the best running watches? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best watches on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Garmin Forerunner 970. The Garmin Forerunner 970 is the best running watch currently available. We'll see if that holds when the new Fenix arrives for testing. It perfectly balances fancy tech, durability, and a metric ton of training features. It has a vibrant 1.4-inch AMOLED display with a scratch-resistant sapphire crystal lens housed in a pretty titanium bezel. The watch introduced Garmin's latest Elevate Gen 5 optical heart rate sensor, including medically certified ECG and skin temperature monitoring, offering detailed biometrics for recovery and performance. And yes, it can basically guilt you in 15 languages at this point, and it frequently does. GPS tracking is exceptional with multi-band SatIQ technology delivering precise location data, even in dense urban areas or heavy tree cover. Testing against chest straps and a Holter monitor, I have found that the HRM in this device is more accurate than others I have tested. The Forerunner 970 makes an impact with its advanced training analytics, including new running economy and impact load metrics, although some of the advanced stats require purchasing Garmin's HRM 600 chest strap, which thankfully isn't uncomfortable or overly pricey. Offline color topo maps and dynamic routing tools like ClimbPro and Up Ahead help the navigation for trail runners and adventure athletes. It also supports music storage, Bluetooth calls, and Garmin Pay for contactless payments, integrating lifestyle convenience with serious training tools. I am a huge fan of the daily wrap-ups that you get at night and of the morning reports. I have a tendency to overdo it when it comes to training, and Garmin likes to let me know. When it tells me to slow it down a bit or you're going to burn out, paraphrasing here, I tend to do so. At number 2. Coros Pace 4. Jeff Dengate says that the Coros Pace 4 redefines what runners should expect from an entry-level GPS watch. Noting, if you want the basics and solid operation, it's a great pick for under $250. According to him, the watch's GPS accuracy is on point, making it a budget-friendly pick that still looks good thanks to the AMOLED display. Battery life has improved, and he says, the Pace 4 battery life has gone up compared to the 3, even with the addition of the brighter display, boasting 31 hours of battery life in max GPS mode. Lightweight design is a highlight, says Dengate. Coros claims 32 grams, but that's with the nylon strap. With the silicone strap, the weight bumps up by a whopping 8 grams. New features like voice logging elevate the experience. Voice is a new feature you'd be hard-pressed to not find this insanely useful, allowing users to record post-run comments that are automatically transcribed in the Coros app. Downsides include the digital dial that stinks when you're running, especially when you're wearing gloves, and notification text is too small. Ultimately, though, for runners on a budget, you can't beat it. At number 3. Garmin Venu X1. The Garmin Venu X1 is like that perfect running buddy who also happens to look good. It also looks a bit more like the most popular smartwatch on the market. It's sleek, stylish, and ready to crush workouts without weighing you down. Its massive 2-inch AMOLED screen is bright and vibrant enough to make sunrise runs feel cinematic. And yes, it's super slim and comfy, so wearing it all day and night is no big deal. I've run in a ton of watches, and this one is the slimmest I've tried. It sits only 8mm top to bottom, and it's downright feather-light comparatively to the Ultra or 970. You get all the power of other watches without the bulky weight and height. I'm obsessed with the 100+ sport modes, meaning no matter what weird workout I dream up or when I hit the Hyrox gym, this watch is ready and ready fast. It doesn't have all the buttons of other Garmin's, but if you've worn an Apple Watch, you'll be good. I'm a big fan of the phone convenience features and do not disturb setting. And don't sleep on the offline maps and navigation, they're clutch when I'm trail exploring without a clue where I am. I also love how you can easily change backgrounds, straps, and fonts to better show off your personal style. Sure, the battery isn't going to last a week on GPS, but honestly, the Venu X1 balances power and portability better than most. It's packed with smart recovery tools like body battery and training readiness, so I actually know when to push or chill. A few minor glitches pop up here and there, but Garmin's updates usually put those to rest quickly. If you want a watch that's equal parts smartwatch chic and serious sportster, the Venu X1 nails it with personality, precision, and panache. At number 4. Garmin Fenix 8 Pro. Jeff Dengate has long been a fan of Garmin's rugged multi-sport watches, and the Fenix 8 Pro continues that streak while pushing the line even further. I love the Fenix series of watches because they have huge screens that I can read with my failing eyesight and huge batteries that rarely need charging, he says. Just as important to him are the actual maps and turn-by-turn directions, which he relies on both when traveling and when plotting new long runs at home. But the Fenix 8 Pro, Dengate says, is a game-changer. Garmin essentially packed an in-reach satellite device and cellular connectivity into the watch. The execution of cellular isn't flawless, though. It works. But it requires your contacts to use the Garmin Messenger app to get in touch with you. Unlike the Apple Watch, which really mirrors your actual phone. Out in the mountains, the satellite communicator stands out. I regularly run upstate New York where cell signal is crap, Dengate notes. Even with a phone, connection is unreliable, but now, I can ping my wife to let her know that I made it to the summit okay, or give an ETA when I want to stay out longer. At number 5. Apple Ultra 3. Apple fans are finally getting a serious piece of running equipment from the Ultra 3, and it's my favorite sport watch they've ever put out. Here's why: the Ultra 3 nails the essentials for serious runners with a bright 1.93-inch OLED display that's easy to read mid-run and a rugged titanium case that can take a beating. The customizable action button is perfect for quickly starting workouts or marking laps without fumbling through menus. While the watch offers detailed running metrics like vertical oscillation and cadence, what sets it apart from previous Apple watches is how smoothly it integrates satellite calling. This feature allows you to send emergency SOS messages even when you're miles from cell coverage, adding peace of mind on remote trail runs or ultramarathons. That said, if you're a GPS perfectionist, the Ultra 3 isn't quite flawless. While its GPS is solid and reliable for most runs, it still falls just short of the precision Garmin's flagship models deliver. Garmin's specialized multi-GNSS tech and processing give it a slight edge in tricky urban canyons and dense forested routes. So if absolute GPS accuracy is your top priority, Garmin still leads. But for runners who want an all-around smartwatch blending solid GPS, strong safety features, seamless Apple ecosystem compatibility, and sleek styling, the Ultra 3 is a jaw-dropping upgrade. At number 6. Suunto Race 2 GPS. The Suunto Race 2 feels like a true return to form for the brand, the kind of performance focus Suunto had with the old Ambit series and early Suunto 9 models. Everything about this watch reminds me of when Suunto was at the top of endurance wearables. It's clear to us they've brought development back to Finland because this watch finally feels engineered with precision again. Setup was frustrating. Pairing issues and a required firmware update that forced me to repair multiple times, but once I got through that, phone connectivity has been totally stable. The new AMOLED screen is bright, crisp, and legible in all lighting conditions, even in harsh mountain sun. Navigating sport mode takes a little focus since Suunto relies on icons instead of short text for metrics, not my favorite choice. The GPS, though, is excellent. It locks faster than the last few generations of Suunto devices, and accuracy is almost dead even with my Garmin, off by just 0.02 miles over a 5-mile loop. Interval mode has improved too. I can set time or distance-based intervals with rest segments, though I wish it had distinct beeps for interval versus auto laps. Battery life claims up to 55 hours with dual-frequency GPS, and that seems realistic. Heine Holmberg charges about once a week with daily wear and 5 to 7 hours of running. Far better than older models, though his Garmin Enduro 2 still lasts longer. I charge mine about every 5 days because I find that when I am using it for both weight training and running that the battery wanes a lot faster.